Good morning, children. Today we shall learn about pros and cons of frictional forces and how can friction be reduced or increased. We may think friction is bad, but it is necessary too. Can you walk on ice? It is very difficult because there is little friction as the surface of ice is very smooth. Friction is required for us to walk. You must have observed that you cannot write on smooth glass with chalk, but you can write on rough blackboard with it. This is because rough surface of the blackboard rubs off some chalk particles which stick to the board to create lines. Cars can also run on roads because of friction. Tires must get good grip of road surface for the car to move properly. Imagine if there was no friction between the tires of the car and the road, then it could not have started or stopped or turned to change the direction of motion. So, now you know why friction is so important. Snowy road is slippery as friction reduces because of snow particle and water. If anyone tries to do cycling on snowy road, then tires may slip causing accident. If you have a cycle, you must have noticed the brake pad on the wheel. When you apply the brake, these rough pads start pressing against the cycle rim and the wheel comes to stop because of heavy friction. When you rub a matchstick against the matchbox, friction causes the heat which is necessary to light the stick. Friction is often called necessary evil because it is very necessary though it acts against the force we use. So, in some situations where friction is desirable and we would like to increase it. How to increase friction? If you observe, the sole of your shoes is grooved. It is done to provide the shoes better grip on the floor so that you can move safely. Similarly, the treated tires of cars, trucks, etc. provide better grip with the ground. Gymnasts, kabaddi players rub coarse substance like chalk powder in hands for better grip as it absorbs sweat and increases the friction for better grip. But friction is not good always. Friction is an evil too. It wears out materials, whether they are screws or soles of the shoes or even parts of the machines. In many machines, friction between the parts cause wastage of energy and even wear of the parts. So, in some situations where friction is undesirable, we would like to minimize it. How to decrease friction? People apply oil, grease, etc. between the moving parts of the machine to decrease friction between the parts. These substances form a very thin layer and the moving surfaces don't rub against each other directly. Substances which reduce friction are called lubricants. We often use oil as lubricant in the hinges of door, isn't it? It reduces the friction between the moving parts and the door can swing smoothly without making much noise. Why do you sprinkle fine powder on the carom board? This is because it reduces the friction between the board and the striker and the pieces. So, the striker and the pieces slide easily and smoothly on the board. And how is the fluid friction or the drag reduced? Fluid friction can be minimized by giving suitable shapes to the bodies moving in the fluids. Hence, aeroplanes, jets, etc. have streamlined shape just like the fishes to lower the drag while moving in the air. So to sum up what we learned today, Friction is important for many of our activities. Friction can be increased by making the surface rough. The sole of shoes and the tires of vehicles are treated to increase friction. Friction is sometimes undesirable. Friction can be reduced by using lubricants. Fluid friction can be minimized by giving suitable shapes to the bodies moving in fluids. For example, streamlined shape like that of a fish. So that was all about friction. Bye bye children.